Alright, well, anyway, this is just gonna be an audio call with, probably nothing, no gameplay or anything.
Dog, our last call before today, you called at 6:20 p.m. and it lasted 17 hours.
Huh?
Yeah, go check our call history.
You're not a monkey. You're just a black man.
I'm a cat.
Anyway, but yeah, it's just gonna be audio, cause why not? This is Eric, by the way, so, yeah, we should be having a video out, hopefully, if his mom will let him come over. I don't know, though.
Oh, shut up. Okay, it's not my fault.
It is your fault. Your mom's just stupid.
How is that my fault?
Because you're the reason she, had you.
I'm the reason she had me.
Yes.
Oh, my fucking God.
Get in the ground. I didn't mean it. 20 feet under. 20 feet under.
Well, I'll be damned.
Get off.
I deserve that.
Hey, but when you come over, we can probably record a gameplay video as well as a like a vlog or something of us driving. Cause last time, I wish I had it on video, but I had my friend Noah over, and this dumb A decided, oh, let's do donuts, and I did. I got thrown out of the golf cart.
Oh, yeah, I was on call for that on Snap. I remember that.
No, what's
Emmett.
funny is he went in the woods, Eric, and then he didn't. He realized after he took a whole lap around the woods.
This game is so fucking dumb.
I don't know, man. I'm enjoying this. Dude, you're stupid.
No,
you're
this
just,
game is.
you're just unironically
Okay,
stupid.
shut up. Stop stealing unironically from me. I said that first.
Uh,
Unironically is my word.
no, unironically is my word.
No, it's not. I said it first.
Where's the proof?
I gotta put my foot up your ass if you're not shut up. I could probably count on two hands how many times we've messaged each other on Discord, which is depressing.
Yep.
Because holy God, do I refuse to use Discord whenever it comes to people at the school. Like, besides the Smash group chat that we have, like, I legitimately only have two other people on Discord from the school.
Who?
Trinity and...
The one you effed?
Yes. And then, do you know Seth Udi?
Oh yeah, the dude that knocked me out in 3rd grade.
The fuck? This is a hidden piece of lore I didn't know.
Yeah, he went to Lincoln Charter before getting expelled.
How you gonna let me disrespect you in cinema like that, dog?
Anyway, I'll say the story. So, we were in gym, and it's hard because since he knocked me out, I don't remember a lot of that day. What I can say is he stuck his leg out, and I fell headfirst into the brick wall in the gym, and I don't remember anything after that, but waking up, going into a classroom, reading a National Geographic book, and then going to get a CAT scan to see if I had a concussion, and my mom was like, don't go to sleep now, you may not wake up, and I said, don't sound pretty good. It's like think just like
That's so
reliving
dumb.
that now. I'd have probably been like, "What's the worst that can happen? I'm going to bed."
Worst that could happen is if it's a major concussion, you just straight up go into a coma and die.
I mean, I'm 17 now, Eric. There's nothing to lose.
I mean, yeah, that's fair, but like, come on. There's so much illegal shit you haven't done yet. Like, crossing the
Just,
border and shit.
just cause you took acid and absolutely,
Hey! You gonna have to cut that. You gonna have to cut that. You gonna have to cut that.
yeah, I'll cut it.
Nah,
Hey, but what do you have? You got any stories to say?
honestly, my best story would have to come down to the time that I ran from cops on my way back down to North Carolina.
Let's hear it.
Okay, so I was actually no, it was on my way back up to North Carolina. So I remember we were coming back up from the beach. We went down to South Carolina, and we decided that since I drove, I was like, you know what, screw it. I don't care. I'm gonna be driving late anyways. I mean, I don't mind. And so I'm driving. I'm going probably about 85 because I was like, I didn't want to get home at 2 and 3 in the morning, and so it's like I don't know, midnight around that time, and I still had an hour left to go. I was just trying to get home before it got too late so I could get some sleep, and then cop pulls me over, right? Because obviously I'm going like 20 over, so there's no reason for him not to. I hand him my license and registration, and the next thing you know, like a freaking blacked out car come flying out of nowhere into it's like in one of the lanes, and he cuts off all of his lights, and so he blacks out his entire car. There wasn't a single light on his car that was left on, right? Which
Yeah.
is illegal as hell. So the cop hands me back my license and says, "That guy just saved your ass, by the way." And then he just gets in his patrol car and pumps the gas. When I tell you he took off like a Hellcat trying to run from a cop, like my God. He went from 0 to 60 in about as fast as a patrol car could go. Also, God Almighty, Kenneth, what in the hell? You was either really focused on my story or
I
you're
was really
really
focused
tired.
on the story.
Okay, I was gonna say because there's no way I'd do that to you like that. Yeah, but like he gave me back my registration. He said, "Yeah, you're lucky, and you can go, but I gotta go get that guy." So I was like, "Yep, I understand." And so I went to South Carolina news channels the next day, and literally I see my own car on their footage from the dash cam. I looked on the news and I see my temporary tag. Oh, that was such a dick. You know my fucking. You know what?
But yeah, what
That
were you
was just.
saying?
Yes, I went on there. I went on the South Carolina news the next day, and I was like, I just wanted to see if I would see myself because it was a high intensity chase. So I was like, wonder if I'll see myself. Turns out, yes, I saw myself on their news because they didn't get the guy. So they were talking about how some cop in South Carolina was like, we need to get patrol cars with more horsepower, like for a better engine. And I was like, man, you're still not catching up to the Hellcat that saved my ass though. It's like it was intense too because that like I mean I didn't think they were going that fast until 30 minutes later when I pulled up to where I figured they were. I figured they'd be at least a little bit close, but no, they were gone. I think they got over state border before I got there, and
Oh
I
yeah,
left
because
like as soon as the
after
cop.
the state border, they can't do much.
No, it was the state trooper that pulled me over there. State trooper can go as far as he wants within North and South Carolina, I think. Damn it. I tried to get out later. No.
But
So,
Eric, you got any interesting? Or I have an interesting story at school.
oh, oh, where do I begin? Do you wanna hear about the time that I dislocated somebody's shoulder in the science hall bathroom?
Hang on, I got a good story. So, this one wasn't too long ago. It had something to do with Eric and me.
Oh, oh God.
And so I was on the phone with him, just talking, playing Uno, and he has this mother goes in and just says, I called him, I hit him up. I was like, you know, when we have lag when we're playing video games, and you just blame it on Kathleen or my sister, who says she's case. I could care less, but you're gonna keep. I'm just gonna keep trotting on with the story. Anyway, uh, we have lag playing video games from each other's house, he'll say he'll be like, tell your sister to quit uploading
Yeah, quit
I'm
quit
not gonna
uploading
get
to our
canceled.
OnlyFans.
If you know, you know, and stop uploading stuff on OF. If you don't know what OF is, look it up. I'm not gonna get into like deep details because God knows YouTube's gonna come for me after saying this. Anyway, says that, and then he gets scared, leaves the call him back. This dude was like, I can't believe I just said that, and so I head upstairs to my bedroom, and so I think 2 or 3 minutes went by, and I don't know what started you or what you said, because I don't know, maybe you know, I don't remember.
I'm not saying it. I do remember it. I'm not saying it though. I'm not.
Anyway,
I'm just trying to remember your half of the story and see what you remember.
anyway, so he goes on to saying something, and he says, I wish your sister's rack was on another body. Right, okay. Then this man goes, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go tell my sister that right now. He gets scared, leaves the call again, and then begs me over text not to tell her. So I was playing around at the start, and then Kathleen gets out of the bathroom and heads over to me, and she's like, what were you gonna tell me?" And I was like, "Nothing." And then she forced me to go, and I was like, "You know what? Fine. Let me call him back. Let me let me get him back on the call, and then I'm gonna have him repeat it." And if you don't know, Kathleen, my sister, is dating a girl,
Yeah, I don't care.
and so he goes on to say it
Damn it.
again in front of her. Her mouth goes wide open. I've never seen her mouth be in that big of a gay stare as well in my life. And it was just the funniest thing because if you don't know what he means by rack on another body, he means their breast and
They know. They're old enough.
yeah, well,
Hopefully.
yeah, okay. Anyway, but he says that in front of her, and when he does, and I said, you know, you just said that in front of. I bring the phone to Kathleen, and when I do, it she goes, so is that really what you think about me? And then you just hung up.
That was a spur of the moment. It's not actually what I think. Okay. Pretty sure I jacked off all day at that point, but you know what? It's probably what happened.
But no,
So now,
let's hear what you remember about that story.
okay, I remember all of that, except I remember the exact words that came out of my mouth right after. I literally said, "Go die in a fucking fire, Kenneth." That's all. That's all different that I remember because I remember telling you to go die in a fire. That's literally you played yourself, Kenneth. Come
I
on.
meant to jump twice, but it didn't let me. But anyway, yeah, he got mad. Next day comes around, I have the audacity to go and tell like half of his friends, about it.
Yeah,
And then
bro told
and then
everybody
her
about it.
girlfriend Eliza comes out of nowhere, and then starts talking to me, saying that she was pissed.
Yeah, like Kenneth had anything to do with it, you know? Like Kenneth had anything to do with it, but if she come
I
after
still get
me, like
drug
I was
into it
gonna take that
because it's my sister, and
disrespect.
apparently I'm the reason it happened.
I still don't understand Eliza sometimes. She's not the brightest.
Oh yeah, no crap. But yeah, that's my story. If you have any other stories you want to say while we're at it, go ahead.
I told you earlier I was gonna tell you a story about how I dislocated a kid's shoulder in the bathroom. So so Kenneth, you probably know this, but last year I fought a lot more last year than I did this year.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you bitch! You fucking threw me forward, didn't you?
No,
Yeah.
I threw you backwards.
So last year I was fighting a lot more than I did this year because this year I got more mild tempered. And next thing you know, right? Somebody challenged me to like do a little bit of like wrestling jiu-jitsu type thing. And for those who don't know, I've been doing jiu-jitsu for what, 9 years now? And so it's like there's no way. Damn it. Yeah, so I've been doing it for a long time, and I just now got my fourth tip on my white belt, which is close to getting blue, which is a really big accomplishment. But he thought that my jiu-jitsu wouldn't be anything compared to his wrestling. And so all I remember is that we started standing. Like we got our grips while we were standing, and then I don't remember how we got to the ground, but mind you, this is in the floor of a bathroom. So
Yeah, high
we're
school
just going
bathroom,
there.
which is
We're just
nasty as is. Not to mention a boys'
yeah.
bathroom. And our school we go to, it's not clean.
No, it's horrendous. Like our school gets no funding, and our janitors, yeah, they don't do nothing. Tim is cool, but
Yeah,
I don't like him.
Tim's cool.
But when I tell you that I had him on his back, like on the ground, his face was like towards the ground, and I told him I was like, will you tap already? Because I had his arm like pulled behind his head almost, and that's why I told him to tap. I was like, I have your arm submitted. At this point, it'd be stupid to fight against it. And next thing you know, he he's like, nah, I'm good. And then I just kept bending his arm, and then I just kept bending his arm, and then I hear pop. It was just it was a giant pop too. Like I mean, the whole bathroom heard it. And the worst part is that we had to get somebody to put his shoulder back into place.
Who done
And
it?
Alex Fincannon.
That doesn't surprise me. Did you hear about RJ?
Yeah, he broke his legs. I think he broke one of
No,
his ribs.
somebody popped his knee out of place, and he had to pop it in.
No, fuck you. My jab is faster. Yeah, I think RJ just popped something
He
because
popped his
there's
knee out
no
of
way.
place, or he popped his knee
I
out,
noticed.
his kneecap out. He had to pop it back in place.
I can't believe that killed.
I feel like you probably. Oh shoot! Why don't you remember when the first time you got caught with the vape?
Oh my god, I don't want to talk about it. I was
Talk
back in
about it, dude. That
freshman.
is a great story.
Nah. Okay. So this is okay. Context. We're both seniors. He's you're 17, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're both like, well, you're graduating before I do because you're graduating early, right?
If I can, yeah.
Yeah. If you pass both your classes, then you can. But like when it comes down to it, there is 4 years of time between me getting caught and between now. So I might not remember everything about what happened. So bear with me on some of these details. But all I know is that we was coming back from lunch. I had third period on the English hall. I don't remember what
We
class. I
both
think it
had
was
it.
English
It
hall.
was with Miss Chase.
Was it? Was it in Miss Chase's class?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was because that's the class we first met in. I think it was at
Yeah,
least.
it was the first class I ever met you.
Yeah, okay. So I had English and I was down way on the end of the hall. And so
Bro, you were
like our
falling
school
asleep, and all I remember hearing is, I could overhear you talking to someone. You're like, I need some Nick, man. I'm about to fall asleep.
Yeah. I was a different person back then. Well, yeah, but still. Nah, but that's when I first started too. Like that I wasn't even a week into vaping when I got caught. Like I'm
It
not
was
even
the
kidding. I had been
funniest thing.
vaping for
I
3 days.
was in there, and this dude with the dumbfounded face, little ninth
Listen,
grader with the vape, talking to a freaking police officer. But keep going with your story.
yeah, so all I know is that we came back from lunch and somebody handed me their vape.
It was
And
Jason.
yeah, Jason. So it wasn't even actually Jason's. It was somebody else's that was letting him borrow it. And so and so the next thing I know, Officer Leonard walks in, right? Which was already terrifying because back then I was just scared of him because of all the stuff I was doing at the time. And so he walks in, and ordinarily, like right now, I would know what to do. But back then, I just froze, and he saw the vape in my hand, and he was like, "Yeah, you gotta go to the office with me." He just grabbed me. I had to grab my stuff. My God, the walk up there felt like I was in a dream. That's the only thing I like genuinely remember, like without question, is that the walk up to the office was the worst thing I'd ever felt in my entire life. Like I don't remember anything else besides whose stuff it was and when I got caught. Like you asked me what we were doing in English. You asked me uh of other small details. I don't remember nothing.
Well, I have a
But
little secret about that, about the whole incident with you getting caught.
what?
Okay, long story short, I may or may not have been the reason you got caught.
Did you snitch on me?
No, I didn't snitch on you. So I was talking about you vaping, and Miss Davis, she used to work there. She don't work there now, obviously. Yeah, she may or
Yeah.
may not have overheard me, pulled me out of class just to confirm this, and I'm sitting there like, I'm not gonna snitch. I'm not snitching, and she's like, you're not gonna get. He's not gonna get in trouble. I was like, oh, okay, because I'm autistic. I was like, okay, well, he's not gonna get in trouble, so there's no harm done. At least back
Yeah.
then. And
Yeah. Now you're not that stupid.
no, no, I'm not. And then looking back on that, I'm like, I am most definitely the reason he got caught because
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she told Leonard,
Yeah.
and
Miss
she
she was in
went.
there. She she was in there in the office whenever I walked in.
Yeah, she told Leonard that we were all going to the bathroom. I remember that, and that's the whole reason he went in there to begin with.
I I thought somebody had snitched on me, but I didn't think it was you because back then we didn't really have any problems. I mean, we didn't like each other. I remember back in freshman year, before I knew you had problems, I was gonna fight you because you were annoying,
Yeah,
but I'm glad I didn't.
but yeah, that kind of sums up that story. I was sort of kind of the no,
The reason I
not sort of. I was the reason. Not to
yeah,
mention, I
well,
guarantee you, I gave you doing it away because when we walked by Leonard, I mentioned to you, I was like, "You're not gonna vape again, are you?" Because I was whispering to you, and I was like, "Dude, you're not gonna vape again. He's right there."
my God, I was such a dumb ninth grader, bro. And you know the worst part is that Officer Leonard's office is literally on that hall. It's like
Oh
down at
yeah.
the end of the hall. You know the worst part? We had just got him too. He had just come to the school, not like 6 months prior.
What did your mom do when they found out? Because I know when you got caught, that's when they figured out you vaped.
Well, I mean that's when they figured out that I wasn't a perfect angel. Like I kind of gaslit them into believing. I convinced them that I was a perfect angel, could do no bad, and then they caught me vaping. So
Because I remember when you got back, I asked you, "Yo, what's your parents saying there?" And I don't remember all. I don't really remember what you said, but you said they were just disappointed in me and they said not to do it again. Then a day later, you're over there vaping again, and I'm sitting there like, Eric, oh my god.
what? Did you think I was gonna stop?
No, I knew you wouldn't stop. You got addicted very fast.
Oh, I did. Ninth grade me could not live without it. Now,
Bro, who got you to hit it?
the first time?
Yeah.
Oh, I was legitimately just interested. Not even peer pressure. I literally just wanted to try it because I had smoked before. I'd stolen one of Dad's cigarettes and I had smoked before, so I was like, I wanted to try it and see how different it was from smoking, and so you know, so I just want to see how different it was from smoking, and then turns out it was a lot better. I guess is what ninth grade me thought.
I remember that year we banned Miss Chase banned us from having Smarties that year too.
Yeah, because we would smoke Smarties. We'd literally roll them up.
Me and I
We
was
would
in the
literally,
back like
we would
crumbling them
literally.
up next to
That's why I got.
Miss
That's
Davis.
why I got so good at rolling papers, dog. Because I literally would roll Smarties. I would crush up Smarties, roll them, and then like powder them up, and then smoke them in her classroom.
Yeah,
Me and Houston
because
Jenkins did that all year.
I think it was I don't remember who brought them, but he brought like a whole bag and I bought it off of him.
Houston Jenkins brought the entire bag.
Yeah, and I bought the whole bag and then I just gave them out.
When I tell you that class was chaotic,
That
God
class
Almighty,
was one of the funnest classes though.
you should have taken not personal finance, but what was it called? Career management. Back when the Sommers still taught the class. Doc, do you know Logan Baker?
Yeah.
So Logan rolled up a blunt in the middle of her class, smoked it in the class, and she didn't even say anything.
What?
Yeah, she knew it was there too. I asked her, I saw her at Walmart, like I think it was like a year later. I saw her at Walmart and I straight up asked her, I was like, do you remember our class from whenever you taught? I was like, it was your last year, so I don't know if you remembered or not. And she was like, yeah, I remember your class. I remember a couple of students from in there. And I was like, do you remember Logan? And she was like the guy that rolled the blunt, smoked the weed. And I was like, so you did notice. And so we literally sat there and talked about how she could smell it the whole time. She just didn't do anything because it was her last year of teaching.
I wouldn't have blamed her though.
I mean, I'm pretty sure she also smoked weed, but I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and judge.
Well, yeah, but nah, dude.
I swear she came into the school high, like at least twice a week.
Oh yeah. When I used to work, or no, I ain't gonna get into my job stories. They're just kind of idiotic with other people. Cause I didn't work. I worked at a daycare center, so there's not much that would go down there. But I can say this. I did have career management twice, and my second time having it, it was with
Cheatham, right?
Cheatham. And so Cheatham, he has a very weak stomach considering he had a stroke as well. So his stomach
Yeah,
is not good at all. And Gavin Green, he brought in like a glass vial full of liquid ass fart spray. Dumped the whole thing out in the class. And when I say Cheatham was mad, that mad is like an understatement to what he was at. It was so bad we had to leave the classroom, like air the whole thing out.
holy God.
And he Cheatham threw up outside.
God dang. Yeah, that is like right after his stroke happened, though, which is probably why.
But Cheatham, I mean, he's a cool dude.
Yeah, I loved having Cheatham as my soccer coach, even though, granted, I didn't agree with some of his coaching strategies, right?
Yeah.
Like, having Grayson in goal for as long as he did, or having Ramel in goal in general, or heaven forbid, not putting me in goal sooner. But I may not have agreed with him 100%, but he was very chill. Like I loved Cheatham. Listen here, you bitch. Don't think I'm gonna let that disrespect slide. You remember last match? I just should have swapped it and it would have fucking murked your ass.
You got any other school stories?
I really don't. I think that's the worst of it. I mean, I can't. Well, no, because I'd have to mention names, and that wouldn't exactly be good.
Nah, I'll bleep out names. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Do you remember? You remember last year when Chade Norman was still coming to the school?
Who?
Chade Norman, related to Chloe Norman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So last year, I walk into the old gym locker room looking for somebody's like looking to hit somebody's vape, and next thing you know, I mean I asked Chade, and I knew him beforehand. I just didn't know his name because we were never properly introduced, and so I asked him, and he was like, "Do you know my name?" And then I stuttered, and then like holy god, we spent like 15 minutes getting introduced before he would let me hit it because he was like, I only let people I know hit my vape, and I was like, yeah, that's fair.
I remember Logan Baker. He gave somebody his vape, and they schemed out a whole plan. Okay, and I think you probably know this. Because he got caught. They went to a opened teacher's bathroom,
Mm-hmm.
put it in there, and had the door halfway shut so Logan could go get it. While the other people, I don't remember all who was there. I just know it was Logan who mainly got them all caught. Cause that fat A, he's like he told like four other people, okay, stand in front of the door and stand in front of the camera so they can't catch me getting it.
Yeah.
They got
Yeah,
caught
Logan.
in the act because they were looking at the cameras.
My God.
Oh, and don't even get me started on the Logan and Jesse fight.
Don't. Oh God. Don't even get me started on Logan back in middle school.
Good lord, bro.
Do you remember him from middle school? Because you were probably still going to charter at that time.
Yeah, I was still at Charter.
Yeah. So, did you ever hear about Logan Baker fucking a sink?
Huh?
Did you ever hear about Logan Baker fucking a sink?
No.
There is at least one surviving video of Logan Baker sticking his raw pecker into the hole of a sink and thrusting into it. There is a surviving video.
Hey, although to be fair, this man got catfished by a 40-year-old man.
My jump button didn't work.
I bet you didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, he did get catfished. I was one of the first people that figured out that it was gonna happen. I was like, ain't no way some woman this hot wants him. This nigga dumb.
But no, like our school, God, I don't think I'm legally allowed to get into too much detail, with somebody, with a hit list. I can't really say names for this one though. Regardless, anyway, some idiot was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a hit list and I'm gonna shoot the school up, our school. And this was last year.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. I
I'm
think
not
I know
gonna
you're
get into
talking
names
about at
because I don't
least.
want to get them in any more trouble than they already have been. But anyway, our school was like, you know what? We're just not gonna say anything to anyone, and we're just gonna go on with our merry day. I'm standing there. The only reason I found out was because Caleb Bowen, I think.
Yeah, Caleb was the one that said anything.
Yeah, he yelled it out,
He
and I'm
was-
sitting there with like I immediately my first thing was I'm texting my mom. I'm not gonna die. If I'm gonna die, I have to tell my mom goodbye. You know.
Yeah.
And
Do
so
you
a minute goes
okay?
by.
That was that was last year in first semester, right?
Mm,
Yeah. So I remember when they said that. I didn't even call mom and ask her if I should leave or anything. She's already told me that if there's an active school shooter and I have an opportunity to get out of the school and get far away, do it. And so what I did was I jumped into the car with a friend of mine, Aiden Morrison. He was still coming to school at the time, and he had his license. He was a senior last year. So next thing you know, I'm sitting in the back of his car coming home, and my mom was just like, "Why are you home? Was there something wrong at school?" And I was like, "Yeah, there's about to be an active school shooter." We was like 100% sure, and then there just ended up not being one. And she was like, "I'm glad you came home though, because there was the chance of it happening."
Oh
And I
no,
was
he
just
had a
like,
gun
"Yep,
in his bag and ammo and a hit list, and I, for some god awful reason, I was on that hit list, and I didn't know who he was back then. I don't know why I was, but I was. Although to
you'd
be
probably
fair,
done
when I
something
was
to
like
annoy him."
my 10th grade and 9th grade year, I was just picking fight with random dudes, and I just want to fight. I just pick fights just to pick fights.
Yeah, like you picked fights with me, even though you knew I'd beat your ass back in ninth grade.
But no, now that this is my senior year, like people know I can't fight, and if they touch me, I've got people on them.
Yeah, like Hunter fucking Hollett.
God, dude, that was hilarious. Ah, shoot, I don't know. Should I say the story about when I got charged and took to court for cyberbullying?
Who did you cyberbully?
Okay, so I had this dude. He's DJ Kowalski. Yeah, I'm saying his
I
name. I don't give
think
a
I know you.
crap. What?
Was this someone at the school?
DJ Kowalski, Daniel Kowalski, I think's his name.
Oh, I know who
It's
you're
his
talking about
brother,
now.
the blonde haired dude.
Damn it. Oh.
But anyway,
Yeah, I think I know who you're
so
talking
one day he got me really mad, so I spent like $400, $500 on a website. And so I made this whole website
Oh,
for
the
this.
KSK website.
Huh?
You started that?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I had heard about that website and I just didn't believe it was true. That shit is
And
crazy.
see, I knew I would get caught, so I made several versions of the website. And
How many
there's
did you
still
make?
some versions of that website up. Um,
There's no way.
yeah,
Send me a link to one of the domains. I just want to see.
I'll send you a link later. But anyway, uh, so long story short, and this is the funniest thing. When I got caught, I sat there. I just admitted it. I was like, "Yeah, it's me," and I could care less what you're gonna do. So, um, Miss Melton, I think's her name, the redheaded idiot that leaked that girl's news, which I'll get into in a minute, because that's a good story as well. Um, anyway, so she calls me out of class, gave me a full day of ISS, and brought me to court, which then I reversed and brought her to court for doing some very illegal stuff.
Questionable
What?
acts, yeah. Yeah, for some questionable acts.
That she thinks that she that she just for I'll talk about it later. Anyway, so it's funny because I was over there trying not to laugh. Right, take my phone back, and then I'm sitting there like, "What you gonna do, dude? Just like get over with. What do you want to say?"
Yeah.
And I had it set after like 2 or 3 minutes would go on, a AI generated person would pop up on the side of the computer screen and said, "Did you know DJ is gay?" Or "Did you know something?" It would say random stuff every 5 minutes. And it said that, and she said, "Now look, someone's already on this website." I was like, "Man," I was like, "Melton, no one's on the website. I just coded it to do that." And Leonard's in there,
Great.
like, I'm like sitting there, like, "Okay, what you gonna do?" The thing is, I'm the only one that got charged because I made the website, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not the only one. I paid for it all, but like, uh, I had help with like getting the text because I just couldn't be bothered. And So, long story
Go.
short, I get his phone number, put his phone number on there. Not the smartest idea. Get his email, his mom's email, and his dad's email, and their mom and his mom and dad's phone number from a friend of his.
Damn, that was no need to disrespect me like that.
And I put all of it on there. I put everything on there. I even made shirts.
I remember that. I think Gavin Green bought a shirt, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
And
The DJ's gay website was like the peak of beef at West Lincoln in the past like 4 years. It's been such a fun ride. Do you remember when Jason fought Lucas Swink?
who?
Lucas Swink. Do you know Eric Swink?
Yeah.
His older brother.
Oh. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
like
On that website, I'm not lying. There is a video of me bringing a used plunger from my house and sticking it onto his face. Like it had toilet paper on that thing with doo doo. Like I had that. I used that thing the night before and brought it and just smacked him in the head with it. Anyway, but yeah, she brought me to court. I was fined like a couple grand, but I was like, it was worth it. It was well worth
it's
it.
only a couple $1,000s, not like Kenneth has that. Just
No, I
laying
don't
around.
care. I could have cared less. They could have brought me to court all they want, which is why Melton was about fired the same week she brought me to court because I called her
I mean,
out.
you should have taken her to court over
Oh, I did.
leaking what's her name's
Trust me,
nude.
Eric, I did. She took me to court,
I
so I
remember
took her
when you.
with me. But yeah,
Oh shit.
that was my story. What were you gonna say with Jason?
Okay, so Jason and Lucas Wink had some pretty intense beef. Like they was out for each other's blood for a while. So they
Wait,
agreed to
the
finally
tall,
get their
skinny dude, ain't he in my class? Our third?
what? What?
Is he? Isn't he? Is he? Oh wait, Aiden don't go to that school anymore, does he?
No, not Aiden. Lucas Swink.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's this different person. Yeah, so Lucas and him had some unresolved beef. So they decided they were gonna do the one thing that they knew how to do, which was fight it out. So uh so they arranged a time and a place. I think it was in a bathroom a couple of hours after school had ended. So next thing you know, right? Uh you know, them Eric Lucas and Jason both meet up in the bathroom and they just start going at it. Like they got somebody to video it first just to make sure that there was surviving evidence of it. But I've got to show you the video later. It was insane. Like they was just fucking smacking the piss out of each other. Like they was just going after it.
I don't remember that
Motherfucker.
now, honestly. What?
Are you recording your Switch right now?
No, I should though. I just don't have it. I
God
don't have my
almighty.
capture card with me. But anyway, I feel like
I'm saving the replay.
yeah. Go ahead. I feel like our school. We could talk about stuff that's happened at our school. Countless hours.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we could get a lot of stuff.
Because I
We could
mean,
get a
I've got stories of shoot. I think I've seen everything at that school.
Do you remember Mr. Jones?
Oh my god! Don't get me started with him.
Hold on, I'm sending stuff on Snapchat, motherfucker.
But no, go ahead, get started with him. I don't care.
Well, so Mr. Jones was our math two teacher. He was my math two teacher at least, and
God,
I knew,
he deserved everything that happened to him.
yeah. So a very long story short. uh, I think in our sophomore year, yeah, our sophomore year, uh, he taught math too, and it was pretty obvious that he had a thing for girls our age, and so to make it really simple, imagine this: I made a 90 on a assignment that one of the girls, Jillian, also made a 90 on, but I didn't get as much work, or I didn't get as much you know credit onto the assignment. He put in two homework grades for her, or two test grades for her for that, and he only gave me one. And I asked him about this, and then he was just like, "There's nothing I can do about it. I just have to go in and fix it." And then whenever one of the girls got caught cheating on the final exam, he just brushed it off. But whenever I was doing stuff on the review, he got mad at me for it. So I think the worst part is also that when he got fired, like they hushed it over quick. Like he got taken to court and everything, but they hushed it over at the school.
You know what? You know why he got fired though, right?
Yeah, because he was a pedophile.
No,
Yeah,
you
I
know,
know
but
that.
you know what he done, right? Like actual.
I think he was peeking on somebody, wasn't he?
Mm-mm.
What did he do then? I just remember he was a pedo.
He is a pedo, but the girls like Julian and all of them, the people that gave the extra credit stuff to, was also selling their nude, or he was buying their nudes off of them.
There's no way.
Yeah, that's the whole reason he got caught. That's the only reason he got or fired. Is that he got caught because some a dude catfished him, and that was like another student. And anyway, he got caught from them.
Damn.
Yeah, he was buying
Oh,
nudes
do
off
you?
of girls, like even girls off the middle school. I'm not lying either.
Are you fucking? What the fuck? What kind of dick
Yeah, dude.
motherfucker?
He had CP on his computer too.
How do you know? Did you hack into his fucking computer?
Well, maybe. Eric, who haven't I
What?
hacked into my onto their computer? Let's be honest.
Newt. You haven't hacked into Newts because you don't have a reason to.
Who?
Miss Newts.
Yeah, I don't think I need it. Miss Newt, she's chill as heck.
Subtle that we have problems with.
She's a Nazi. I'm not lying.
Yeah, I know. You've showed me the picture, haven't you?
But yeah.
Our
A lot
school
of the
has some
time,
very.
any that stuff that does happen at that school, it just really gets brushed over extremely fast.
Yeah, like whenever Miss Cornwell used her supposed asthma for a damn excuse as to not do grades.
Wait, she did
Like,
what?
so, so why am I at 86 from up there? So, Miss Cornwell, one of the teachers at West, like whenever we were in our sophomore year, again, all my bad teachers came in sophomore year. Uh, I remember, all I remember is that back, back then, she didn't put in any grades for 2 months. 2 whole months, she didn't put in a single grade.
Why?
And And so after she didn't put any grades in for 2 months, I got in contact with whoever the principal was at the time. I literally cannot remember who it was. And so the next thing you know, he literally was conducting like some kind of investigation on her ass. So it became apparent that it wasn't just happening to my class either. Like that class of 7 students that were like in person, I think the only ones that didn't complain were the ones that were online. And so like
Yeah,
she was
because that
trying to
was
use
when
her.
COVID happened.
Yeah, that's the year after COVID. That was fall 2020. But she she tried to sit there and pretend like we were just like bullshitting and pretending like, we were just exaggerating. And I showed him times of when we did assignments compared to when they got put in. And the time difference was drastic. So what happened was is she was slated to teach AP English or like an AP English class in second semester for a little bit extra pay. And she never got to because she got fired.
I mean, our school is weird.
Game. I don't mean to jump right there.
Like, honestly.
Yeah, our school has some very questionable hiring choices.
I mean, like, let's all be honest. Hey, why don't you tell them about your alcohol stuff? Just don't say the
Oh
name.
yeah. Oh yeah. Wait, what? What name?
You know how you get it.
Oh, how I get my alcohol. Okay. How I got it. I mean, I haven't drunk in a while now. Yeah, so it turns out that, you know, that yes, I did used to drink and it was pretty bad at one point. I think my record for shots in one night like was like really high. I think it was like 12 shots in like 30 minutes, which is if you know anything about liquor, you'll know it's not good. I mean, it's not the worst people have ever done, but I mean, it's not good neither. So so I think when I stopped it was a couple months ago. I mean, I told you about it. Like I've been trying to quit drinking for a long time now. But I've been drinking for I think 4 years about this time. And so it was difficult for me to even contemplate quitting it for a long time. And then don't you ever try and use fucking Falcon Punch on me again. But yeah, so I was getting alcohol from one specific person and then no way. That's bull. But yeah, so I was getting it from one person and then maybe I would take some from mom and dad here and there, but it was honestly nothing bad. But like I made a bunch of different liquor combinations and honestly it was a fun time. But you know, it was getting too expensive, honestly. That and the fact that I was starting to lose memory of every time I would drink, I would always drink too much and start losing memory of the days that I would. So I was like, I called it quits at that point. I still got I've still got a stash of emergency rations in the woods somewhere. I know where it's at, but I haven't gone and got it yet. It's just for if we have like a sudden death or something like that, I've got it there for me.
No, I feel like if we're talking about alcohol and drugs and all that stuff, you should let them know stuff you've done that I find absolutely hilarious. Just,
I have quit
except for
most.
some. Just don't go depth.
Okay, so I have smoked, as most people would probably assume.
Because your mom ain't gonna find this.
Yeah, watch her. Watch her somehow find it. I'd be pissed. Plus, they already know I've smoked weed in the past, anyways. So
But anyway.
go to the blast zone. Yeah, but all I know is that I've smoked, I've vaped for a while, and then the worst of it really was whenever. Oh my god, worst of it was whenever I smoked a bong. I think was back in the day when I really didn't have much opportunity to smoke. I had to really rely on a single person, and that was one of my cousins. Can't go into detail again, but you know, At that point I was really reliant on my cousin to bring me my goods. So get the fuck out. Yeah, so I had to have my cousin bring me all my goods, and I think that was the problem, was that I left a trail. And so they caught me the first time. They just didn't want me to do it again. Same way it was with vaping, but didn't work. I kept doing it for a good amount of time. I wish I hadn't. Yeah, fuck you. I don't get two
But nah,
stocks.
you've
I had
told
to
me
take.
you've done some
Nah, I can't say that.
Nah, go ahead.
Legally.
No one's gonna find this.
No, legally, I can't say that.
Okay, well,
I'm not gonna say it.
tell them. Nah, okay. Out of all the stories, I'm begging you, tell them about the acid one. That one is the funniest one.
I wonder what statute of limitations on acid is. It's probably at least a year. It's been at least a year since I've done it. Yeah, so I took acid one day. Was like, fuck it. I was at a party, and then I got some acid. I brought some home. Parents went home, so it's on a Sunday, and then put it in. Next thing you know, I wake up like 16 hours later. Can't barely see. My mouth is dry as shit. I don't remember anything from the past 36 hours or so. And I woke up. I mean, I went to bed on the couch downstairs, and I woke up in my room, or not in my room, but I woke up, or like what I felt like was waking up. I woke up at the school, like it
At
was
the
on a Sunday.
school.
Yeah, I felt like I had woken up at the school because my mom had made me go to the school because she didn't want me to miss a day, and all I know is that I had gotten into the car. I had somehow played it off to where they didn't realize I was off of something. And then, you know, I guess I played it good enough that it all wore off by the time I got into third period because nobody could tell. My eyes were still kind of watery, but
I remember that
I
day.
got some eye
You were
drops.
acting up like you were not in your mental state.
Oh yeah, I was tripping like all day. I was literally tripping the whole day. I was paranoid somebody was gonna like come and drug test me or something, and I was gonna get completely fucked over. Yeah, so I mean, I was just sitting there thinking, damn, I'm like completely fucked, aren't I? You asshole.
Now, me personally, I don't think I've ever done any drugs apart from like medicine because I have a lot of medical stuff.
Yeah, you have those problems though. I don't. Haha, motherfucker, you deserve that. You deserve getting completely gimped on that last stock. You deserve that. Nah, but
I
I
definitely
don't
do.
know. Like I'm at this point, I'm done with it all. Everything from just about everything at least. I haven't smoked in a year, or just about at least. Not smoked like off of a bong or off of a blunt. I've hit carts, but they're just not the same. I didn't even get high from the two carts that I hit, and so
Well,
I'm
I can
done with
vouch for you for
weed.
one thing. You not even lying. I think it was last week about got caught before the school even started.
What?
Uh, in the morning, when I went to, I'm not, I can't get into detail. Anyway, about work is about doing some work and having you help me per se.
Yeah, I was doing work for you. I know.
Yeah, and anyway, so this idiot is like, "Yo, give me that vape," and hits it immediately, like immediately as after he hits it and then blows out. Teacher comes in. I'm not even lying.
Oh yeah, Patton.
Like
And so,
immediately. I don't know how you got away with it too.
because Patton likes me, he knew. Patton knew, and he just likes me. That's probably why. I'm telling you, become favorites with the best teachers in the school, and I guarantee you, nothing will happen to you. Dylan about got caught last week.
Yeah, he won't. I've asked him to get in like details. He won't do it. He's like, I can't.
Yeah, it's because hell, he won't even go to detail with me, and I was the one that got him caught
How?
because it was my vape, and we were trying to see if it would charge statically, right? Like where you rub it against your sweatpants or your pants or whatever, and it puts in just enough static electricity you can get a hit off of it. And I don't know how we got away from it because I think it was like Clary or someone like that walked in,
Leonard.
and
It was both Leonard and it was Patton, Leonard, and Clary.
no, last week
No, I know it was them.
I didn't think Patton was there.
All right, he was definitely there. Anyway, so you have a vape?
Well, I had a vape. I brought it in and it was burnt. I was probably gonna throw it away at some point anyways. But the sad thing is that I thought I had got him caught, and I legitimately felt bad. So when he come into the classroom and I asked him, I was like, "Do you have are they taking you?" And he was like, "Nope, I'm clean. I'm good. They ain't got none on me." And I was like, "What?" I was surprised because I heard him say, "What's that pink thing that you just had in your hand?" And I was confused, dog. Damn it. A fucking upbeat game. That's some bullshit. You deserve that. But yeah, I was so relieved to hear that he didn't get caught. Like I was happy that Dylan didn't get caught because of me. He could go get caught because of himself, but because of me, hello.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm done with it all about just about all of it now. I also had a vape every once in a while, but I've moved almost completely over to nicotine pouches, which yeah, it's not the best in the world, but I've been reducing my intake anyways. I used to go
Cat,
through a
cat,
lot
stop
more
the cat.
than I
Stop the cat.
what I have. I've stopped buying as many packs.
But nah, I feel like this is definitely our last year at school. Am I gonna miss it? I hate to say
No,
it, but yeah, I'll miss all the crap that goes down in that school. Like by all means, yeah, I'm gonna miss that. Cause who wouldn't? Like all the stuff that goes down in that school.
I'll miss some of it, like maybe the fights, like the drama and stuff like that.
That's what I mean. I'll miss.
But I'm not gonna miss the actual classes and shit.
No, I'm not. No.
I don't think anybody's really gonna miss their classes, except for me with like maybe history. But then again, like everybody's gonna miss a teacher, but I'm not gonna miss a subject except for history. But I'm one of the outliers. I'm gonna miss having Litton around because I'm not gonna have him teaching me
I hate
anymore.
that teacher, by the way.
Huh?
I hate Lynn.
Why did he not let you play your Switch in class?
No, he sent me out for having a panic attack. Like I genuinely got a panic attack, and then he thought I
He
was faking
probably
it and sent
didn't
me
know
high.
Kenneth. He probably didn't know Kenneth because Litton's an asshole, but not that much.
No, I literally told him I'm having a panic attack, and he didn't believe me, and he sent me to fucking Reinhardt. Mother, there's damn looks like freaking Mister Clean.
Okay, well, at least Litton's a good teacher and actually cares about some of his students. Reinhardt just doesn't care. Reinhardt's just an asshole. I think it's like at this point, I'm not gonna miss much of high school. There will be bits and pieces I miss. I'll miss sports. I'll miss the football games. I mean, I won't miss much though.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna miss Caleb because I only knew him in school. I don't know him outside of school.
Caleb who?
Morgan.
Oh yeah.
Like there's a lot of stuff. I mean, like I hate to say, like, am I gonna miss some stuff of school? Absolutely. Even though all I do is say crap about school, about
Yeah,
how
I mean, I guess that's how I guess a lot of people are though. Like we'll talk shit about it, but we'll miss it. Like genuinely miss it at the end of the day.
yeah, because I'll have to get a job afterwards, and I don't feel like getting a job yet, or another one since I had to quit from my unwillingly quit from my old job.
Why did they fire you?
No, they sold the business, and I wasn't allowed to work there afterwards. Because I worked at the Pop Up Patch, and ironically enough, I wasn't even supposed to even be able to work there because you had to be 18 or 17. It might have
Why?
been 17.
Oh yeah, I see why.
And see, since Robin owned the business, I was like, I wouldn't get in trouble.
Yeah, you had the advantage. You had that
I
home
don't
field
know,
advantage. That shit was your property.
bro. That is,
That interaction has happened 3 separate times with us. But what am I supposed to do against that though? I just lose. My God, let me go check fantasy football like I fucking care anymore.
bro. I just can't wait for Tuesday and Wednesday. Like honestly, that's gonna be one of the funnest 2 days of my life.
Bro, do you want to bring one of our docks and dock up the TV and play Smash?
At my house.
No. At the school on a smart board.
What day?
Tuesday or Wednesday. If you want to do Monday, we can. Cause I won't
Oh,
have any
no, I'm
exams.
not gonna be there Wednesday or Tuesday. Me nor Noah are gonna be there. We're going over to my house.
I guess that's fair. I'll go to y'all's house on Tuesday then.
Huh?
I'll go to your house on Tuesday then with Noah.
All right. You got any tests Tuesday or Wednesday?
No, I only have English left. So whenever the hell that is.
That's Monday. Cause me and Noah and you, we've been planning this out for like a couple of days now. Since like last
Yeah,
week.
we've been planning it out for a good amount of time. It can't be on Wednesday. I've already got plans with Damien, Cam, and Clarissa. We're gonna go to Valley Hills Mall. You don't get to have your satisfying carry. That's just
Clarissa
mean.
Sleeper?
Yeah,
The hell you doing?
me, her, and Cam are probably all gonna go to the mall. And no, it's not how you think, Kenneth. Me and her have been friends for longer than we've known each other.
Yes, I know. Now, did she take you to the Sadie's dance?
No, I didn't go to the Sadie's dance.
Bro, I got a good story then. I'm just gonna
I
sit
know
for a minute
people.
and chill and say some stories. So, I've got ninth grade year. Like
Oh God.
I didn't like it. Okay, Sadie Hawkins dance. I didn't get so Sarah. You know Sarah Brooks.
Mm-hmm.
So Sarah Brooks and Clarissa are really good friends.
Yeah, I know that much. I've been friends with both of them since elementary.
Well, yeah. So, long story short, I was in. You were there. You were there when they asked me.
Yeah, I think so. I have a bad memory, so I don't actually remember.
Because it was in third. They asked me. They told me I had to be there, so I was there, and I was my own business because I didn't plan on going. And then they both asked me, and I was like, I was flabbergasted. I did not expect them to ask that. I
The
didn't
other
even.
one, I don't know. I think only one of them asked you, and then I think Clarissa asked me as a friend because she ain't got nobody to go with. And then I said no because I wasn't able to go. think we had a soccer game that day. I think that's what it was.
Cause me, Sarah, Clarissa, it was a fun night. I'm not lying. Like that was fucking amazing. Cause I got to hang out with everyone, dude. I got on the dance floor and I did the whole fucking worm. That's the most vividly thing I can remember, and can confirm. I did the worm in a tuxedo.
You went in a tux. You could
Yeah.
have gone in jeans.
Huh?
You could have gone in jeans. It
No,
was
I
only
got pictures of it
semi-formal.
too. I'll send you them. Oh, I should tell you about some stuff going on with my YouTube account that I feel like I just don't really care. I'm gonna address it regardless. Anyway, so it's about live streaming. Anyway, so I think as Eric knows, or Eric already knows about my deceased mother. Well,
What are they trying to do?
what
What are they? What's going on with your YouTube account then?
live stream privileges, and I'm fixing to get on the reason they won't let me. So I had posted on Insta. I made a video with some songs that my mom liked and had pictures of her, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna upload this to YouTube. Well, I uploaded
They
one of them,
copy striked it,
and
didn't it?
YouTube copyrighted both of them.
Yeah, that's copyright on YouTube is already a big thing. A lot of people have been getting mad about it.
I have been banned from live streaming since 2019. I was supposed to be able to get my live stream privileges back the 2 months prior to me, like 2 months after I had the ban. And I've contacted them and they won't help. They literally refuse.
Welcome to YouTube. I mean, honestly, it's difficult sometimes.
I mean, difficult isn't even. You don't even start
Doesn't think
with
I'd
difficult.
describe that. It's like at this point, I mean, honestly, there's only so much you can do.
No. I remember
All right.
vividly that day that my mom passed away. Because I was like, first thing came to mind, I'm going to go on YouTube. And I streamed like like not even a minute of the aftermath and how I felt after figuring that out. And it brings so much trauma. I just got rid of it.
Honestly, like YouTube is fucked at the moment. Like
Oh,
they don't know what they're doing. I think I'm gonna have to go.
all right, man.
Because I'm waking up early tomorrow morning to watch the World Cup. World Cup finale is coming on. I don't care if it's rigged or not. Messi winning a World Cup would be great. But yeah, I'll probably talk to you tomorrow, probably after church or something like that.
All right, man.
That's it.
I'll see you.